Hey peeps, it's Spidey here, bringing you another series on this channel, and today we're going to be doing the Startopia series. Now, just to point out, when I first started to record this with OBS, it didn't actually work, it didn't actually show the main menu as you can see now. So what I've had to do is look for an alternative recording software, and I found Snagit, which I haven't used for years, and it's now working like a charm, which is perfect. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to start off with our first mission called the Groulien Workers Party, and then we're going to see how far we can get. And of course, there'll be multiple videos, and I'll be doing one mission per video or one video per mission. And yeah, so let's get started. So play missions, and we're going to start off with the Groulien Workers Party. And what I've also done as well is, because obviously this has a narrator, or a guide in this case, I've actually lowered the voices down, so hopefully it'll be quiet on the narrator side, but you'll be able to still hear me though, so I'll be talking over the narrator. Or if not, permanently muting him. So yeah. I've done this before, in 2012, but the quality wasn't really that good, so what we're going to do is make it a lot better by obviously recording it in 2023. And yeah, I mean, if you'd like to check out some gameplay of this back in 2012, you can click on the top right hand corner of the screen, or you can just continue to watch this one, because I'd say this one's got more quality. As you can see, we've deployed some scuzzer droids. These are the servants of the space station. They're also cleaners as well, as you'll see later on. And yeah, we've built our first structure, which is a port. But as you can see, we've already got two already built, energy collector and power booster. This will allow us to gain some extra energy throughout the space station, because obviously it's a bit like money really. So if you lose a lot of money, then you'll basically go bankrupt, and then you'll just lose all your progress and what have you. So yeah, we're not going to be doing that today. We're going to be very strategic with our money and spend it wisely. And yeah, as you can see, we have now got the opportunity to build a berth. Now, as you can see, I'm building some, well, I'm actually laying out some slumber pods, because with this game, your objective really is to build facilities and accommodate various residences, and the residences are of different races and what have you. So yeah, that'll be quite interesting. That's quite funny. The scuzzer droids are hurtling against each other. But what you can do actually is you can speed up the process by abducting them and then placing them where they need to be, because they are quite slow if you were to let them just run or waddle, as they have just done there really. But yeah, so there's our berth, and this building right here, if I didn't mention it earlier on, is called a port, and that's our little way for aliens to come onto the space station really. So now we can build a lavatron, which is basically a water closet facility, and I'm going to place that there because they are close to where the scuzzer droids are. So we'll get that built, and let's see if we've got any visitors. Yep, we do. We've got one salt hog, I believe. Is that a Groulien salt hog? Let's have a look. Yep, Groulien salt hog. Okay. Let's build a dynamat. This is actually a food and beverage dispenser for the visitors to use. And once again, we'll bring the scuzzer droids over, because usually what they do is, obviously once they've built one building, they either go to either this side of the room or this side of the room and just idle for a bit until they get given another task. Now usually what can happen is well, because they run off power, you have to charge them up again once every so often. So what we're going to do is we're going to deploy a recharger, and with this building being quite small, we just need one scuzzer droid, because you'll see how quick they build it if they want to build it. There we go, that's very quick. Okay, let's see, what do we have? Well, we don't have anything just yet. And yeah, as you can see, we are getting energy from these visitors because they are using our facilities, which is good. Keep the money rolling. And we can use that money to spend it on infrastructure and other services as well, and even expand our space station. In this game, there is also a sandbox mode, so if you'd like to, you know, try out other, let's say, bits of infrastructure and what have you, you can do so, no problem at all. And yeah, but in this case, we're just doing the campaign. Okay. So, we've got quite a lot of visitors, so it's time to expand, I believe. Let's see. Yep, let's open the bulkheads, which will take us to another section of the engineering dock, and as you can see, it's a mess. So, I think we will require a recycler. So, we'll put that in the center, right there. And then in the process, I'm going to abduct some rubbish. And what you can do as well is you can actually deploy or drop, let's say, rubbish into the recycler, and then that will convert it back to energy, I believe. Let's see, have we got any more rubbish on this this section? Let's have a look. Usually the Dynamat does accumulate a lot of rubbish because visitors are clumsy and they just leave rubbish, you know, unattended, which is not good because it does have health implications and it's not good for the environment either. Okay, so we now need to hire 4 of these salt hogs that we've got on our spaceship, and I do like the logo, and obviously depending on whichever mission you do, or depending on what the game decides to create, you've got different logos. In this case, I'm not sure what these logos are, but I'll get back to you on that. But it's a nice design, really, I suppose, really. Very spacey. Let's see, I've got 3 salt hogs. Let's hire this one before he decides to give up on life and go back to his own area. There we go. Let's deploy some rubbish into the recycler. And the salt hogs should make their way over, the ones that have got the logo. Okay. Oh, this is a Rona. He's basically a trader stroke supplier, and he's given us some Scuzzer droid boxes. So now we've got 2 additional servants. Really, obviously I had to purchase them from him, but yeah, he's said you can take these Scuzzer droids if you really want to, which in this case we do, because we need to make sure that we've got enough to build various, you know, facilities based on the zone that we're in. So we've got 2 zones at the moment. And yeah. So things are actually going quite well. There's a lot of flow going around, and yeah, everything seems to be of satisfactory for these Groulien salt hogs. Okay, we've got some technology crates. We've got a Lavatron, a berth, and a Dynamat, so that will allow us to build multiple berths, Dynamats, and Lavatrons. In the skirmish mode of this game, you can actually deploy other types of infrastructure as well, depending on how many you need. And there's definitely a lot more than just, obviously, Dynamat, Lavatrons, berths, energy collectors, and power boosters and rechargers and ports. So yeah. We've got a berth additional berth. Let's build another dynamat. Let's put that there, right next to the berth, so in case the visitors want breakfast or lunch or dinner or what have you, then it'll be literally just adjacent to where they, if they do intend to sleep on this one or this one here. And of course it's dependent on which berth is full. Let's build a lavatron. I'll put one here because we've got one on the other end of the of this zone. So everyone should have access, or ease of access as they call it. Okay. There we go. Just wait for these announcements to come down. Okay, let's expand, I think, to, I believe, 6, because now we've got the chance to expand a bit more and what have you. So yeah. Okay. Got some rubbish there that we can pick up, and let's put that in the recycler. Convert it back to energy. Okay, we want to make sure there's enough sensors. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And what you can also do as well is if you want to track the direction that these aliens are doing and what have you, if you want to track their progress or something like that, you can just right click and you can click on their little window icon, and you can sort of kind of be on their shoulder, if you will, or have a camera on the shoulder, be the camera on their shoulder, and you can just watch them, you know, from their perspective, which is quite cool, really. So let's see what our Salt Hog is going to do. Is he going to go to the bathroom, or is he going to go into the berth? I think he's waiting for the bathroom. And of course the door does close on you, obviously for privacy reasons, but yeah, let's have a look and see if there's any more rubbish, or have the Scuzzer droids cleaned it all up. Okay, we've got some grey travellers, or grey aliens in this case, that are going to come onto this space station, which is nice. And of course, every race has their own role, so in this case, Salt Hogs, you can use Salt Hogs for recyclers, and we'll figure out what the grey aliens' roles are in a bit. We've also got some Targ aliens as well that are going to be coming, which is going to be quite interesting. So yeah, there's our grey alien. There'll be probably more coming as well, along with the Salt Hogs that we are familiar with. Oh, here comes some Targ species. They're called Greca Targs, and they are already employed. So let's find out what we need to do. 2 R-plane crates have been provided. Okay, we can build some comm sensors. So I believe these are for the Targs. So let's see. Can I build one there and one there? Yep, that's perfect, and that should give us enough space. Yep. So it seems like the Targs can use comm sensors, and those are useful if you need to communicate with any other spaceships or what have you that are around space and what have you and are within our proximity. So yeah. Oh, we've got an emergency message. What's the message? Shuttles docking, repeat urgent docking. We have a sick passenger. Oh, we've got someone who is a bit under the weather, and they're docking now. So we need to find out what their symptoms are. If only we had a sick Yeah, that would be a thought, actually. Oh, there's our sick passenger, a Zidim monk. Oh. Let's go to that. Oh, thanks, Arona, for the sick bay. Let's deploy that ASAP. So we'll put it right next to the berth, I think. Not making it too big. There we go. Let's put a door there, and 3 or 4 if we're lucky. Oh no. No, let's just put 3 down. 3 diagnosis units and a couple of waiting couches. There we go. 4 should do. And let's get our scuzzer droids, beam them up, because we really need to cure that sick passenger before he gets worse and eventually dies. But yeah, there we go. Oh, we need a grey alien to operate it, so let's find a grey alien. There's some. Let's get 2, just to be on the safe side. There we go. So we've got some redundancy in the sick bay workplace, which in this case is basically a hospital for aliens. So there's our diplomat, or our patient in this case. Let's see. Ooh, he does look a bit under the weather. I can sort of see that. You can see that he's got lots of spots and what have you, and it looks like measles. So he must have had an allergic reaction to something, but it's a question of, well, what did he have that caused him to have this allergic reaction? So we will we'll find out. This alien cures him. Okay. Just doing a scan, find out what he's got, and I think they're putting some solution down. Okay, so we've cured him. Nice. Good news from the sick bay supervisor. The diplomat who arrived on the Zidim shuttle Surundai has made a full recovery. Apparently he had drank some bad mucus wine. You, it seems, are to be congratulated on your handling of this delicate incident. Oh, okay. Nice one. So, that pretty much concludes the first mission. So, yeah. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you did like the video, then please give it a like and leave a comment down below. Follow me on social media as well as twitch.tv/SpiderRebel, and I shall see you guys in Mission 2 and Episode 2, where we have a look at some additional races. So until then, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.